Hey, I love Resident Evil. Here's a quick guide on getting the original Resident Evil 2 up and running. This guide is taken from Shadow1333's post off the GBA temp forum, and specifically QuipALot's repost of it on Reddit. Linux and Steam Deck specific options are not covered here, but the original guides are in the description, so if there's anything specific, I'll leave you to figure that out. You're a Linux user, that's like your main thing, why would I take that from you? I bought the game through GOG, but you can find the SourceNext port online somewhere for free, and that'll let you skip the next step. If you got $10, then it's convenient, but if not, then, I get it. These instructions are for the GOG user specifically. Install the Japanese language version, then go into the files and delete dinput.dll. Then download this patch from the Nexus. It'll be linked in the description. Extract the contents of each folder to the game's directory. For the compatibility launcher folder, you'll want the Japan version. Now for the instructions that are for everyone. Go to the RE2 section on ClassicRebirth.com. Keep this site up because we're gonna get a couple things from here. Download the latest Resident Evil 2 Classic Rebirth DLL file, as well as the SourceNext 1.1.0 official patch. Within the Rebirth download will be the file ddraw.dll. Extract this to the game's directory. If there's one there already, overwrite it. Then place the patch in the game's directory as well. For GOG users, rename the file to bh2launcher.exe. Once everything is pasted over, launch the game. You can launch from GOG or from the bh2launcher.exe in the files. The executable file is faster. It should open up the configuration window. Enable QuickTurn for testing. Get in-game, set up your controls, and then hit the walk backwards button and then the run button. If you QuickTurn, then congrats, everything works. Press F9 to go back to the menu, and then F9 again to exit the game. Once you've launched the game, it'll create a config.ini file in the game's directory. Open it and modify the following parameters. Galleries 0 to 4 equal 0, X, and then 8 Fs. Special 0, X, A. All of this together will enable Force Survivor, Tofu, Extreme Battle, and the gallery from the start. Then there's the high-quality sound mod from Lexas 87. This mod off the Classic Rebirth website combines the music and sound from the GameCube version and the voice files from the PlayStation version to improve the audio. If you're a Linux/Steam Deck user, refer to the guide on this one. The short version is that the files are case-sensitive on there, so you might have some renaming in front of you to do. For Windows users, just drag and drop.
Freeze! Who are you? What are you doing here?
Don't shoot! I'm a human!
Freeze! Who are you? What are you doing here?
Don't shoot! I'm a human!
You can also add in the MP4 movie replacement mod from Reza Molaee. These versions of the cutscenes come from the SourceNext port, which displayed them at 640 by 480. The mod puts them through a bit of noise reduction. It's just about the clearest picture you can get without it being some whack AI upscaled version, but it also has baked in Japanese subtitles, which may be distracting. Then there's the Doorskip mod. If this is your absolute first playthrough for some reason, then I'd play without this mod. Door opening animations add to the ambiance and the cutscenes are good. If you're here though, then I doubt that it is, so let's speed the game up some. Head on over to ModDB and grab the door and cutscene skip mod. Inside you'll find some files. Mod RE2 door cutscene is the main one. Mod RE2 SourceNext Leon and Claire is an extreme speedrun mode that speeds up the game, replaces your run with a long jump, and gives you a little less than an hour to beat the game. The timer runs kinda fast. Getting hit takes off time, kills add to it, but not by much. Back in the mod directory, you'll see some executable files. Skip leaves the black screen so you have time to think, but that's what pausing is for. Super Skip completely skips the door opening sequence. Supreme Skip does the same thing as Super Skip, and additionally, it also skips the intro narration for Scenario A, makes the inventory open faster, and removes the door checks for Claire's playthrough that make you have to stick close to Sherry. Place the zip files into the game's directory. Do not extract their contents anywhere. Place the Supreme Skip executable file into the game's directory. For GOG users, rename it to bh2launcher.exe, and that'll be what GOG uses when you press play. Launch the application, and then after the configuration menu, you'll get a mod selection screen. Select the Doorskip mod, and there you go. Skipping cutscenes can turn this into a 30-minute game if you know what you're doing, 20 minutes if you're insane. And then there's the Seamless HD project, which I don't recommend because it's an AI upscale job that I'm not too fond of.
Sloppy!
If I was going to pick a method where this would impress me, I think a person would have to recreate the environments and inventory objects in 3D and then get an artist to paint over it with their human hands for that fine detail. That could turn out bad too, and it'd take an actual slice of forever, but I feel it'd be more intentional and coherent. Finally, there's BioRand, a very configurable tool that lets you randomize the classic RE games as much or as little as you like, even letting you include every character in the series with custom models and portraits. Mostly included because the N64 port of RE2 had a randomizer, so we can't let the definitive edition we're building here go without one if we can help it, even if it's not really my kind of thing. All that together and you'll have, in my opinion, the definitive Resident Evil 2 experience. The only thing you'll be missing out on is some stuff added in the N64 version, like extra files, blood color customization, non-tank controls, and an outfit for Leon. Hopefully, one day, all of this can be added in via mods.
Man, why doesn't anyone ever listen to me?